Hello everybody. I just wanted to go through the technology for this class. This is our Canvas page. This is the teacher view, so it may look a little different for you, but we've got my explanation of the syllabus, our PDF of the syllabus to read and refer back to, how to use MindTap. This is what we're doing right now. This link will take you to register for and access MindTap, so this is a quick, easy way to do that. And here is the technical support for MindTap. So if you have any questions with your ebook or MindTap, you'll just click there. And then we've got modules. So each week we've got, here's Chapter 1, our first module. This is my lecture on Chapter 1, Part 1, Cells of the Nervous System. So you'll watch that. Here are my PowerPoints that go with this lecture. So if you want the PowerPoints to download them to take notes or something like that, you can do that. Here's my Canvas assignment for you. What are your thoughts about biopsychology? And you're just going to click on that and answer the question. And you can see the due date there is Sunday, 11:59 p.m. This is a discussion board. And then here is, click here for the ebook and your MindTap activities for this week. So at the end of each module, you'll have your ebook link and the MindTap activities. So we'll go ahead and click there, and then click this gray box to open this in a new tab. And this should look, again, fairly similar to yours. This is the teacher view, but nonetheless, they're pretty similar. So we know we're on Chapter 1 this week. So here's Chapter 1. And to navigate through this, here's a little box. You're going to click and open that. And this is called your learning path. And so there's a lot of different activities in here. And I'll start here with this down arrow, the Read It section. So here's the chapter introduction. If you click on that, it's going to take you to the ebook for the introduction. And you can go ahead and read through. And I'll let you play around with this, but you can see that you can take notes and things like that. There's a read speaker, so it can read the textbook for you. There's a glossary. You can make flashcards, etc. So there's a lot of things you can do. You can add a little bookmark to a page. When you're done reading, their little X here will close it out and bring you back to MindTap. Now we've got Module 1.1. This is Cells of the Nervous System. Again, you could read that. And it's going to look very much like the textbook would. And you'll go through and read about cells of the nervous system. Okay, so it's all there. When you're done reading, you can click the X to get out of it. And then again, if you've got a little down arrow, you can open the arrow. And here's your activity. 1.1 Comprehension Check, Cells of the Nervous System. Anything on MindTap with an orange dot means it counts towards your grade, and you'll see there's a due date and it counts towards your grade. And I have all of this due February 7th. That's the second Sunday of the second week of class. And so you can click this. This is a little, I think it's about 3 questions. Once you've finished reading section 1.1, oh, here it is, sorry, Comprehension Check. So you can understand what you've done, or check that you're understanding. And I just, again, use the down arrow to open it up. And then you're going to start. There are 3 questions. So you're going to read your question, pick your answer, and then submit. Okay, as you go through, you'll go through those 3 questions. When you're done with that, again, close it, and here you are. Now you can go on to Module 1.2. Click that. That'll take you to the ebook to read. When you're done reading, click the X. As with anything, it takes a little bit of time to get used to this program, but then I think you'll figure it out. Here's your little down arrow. There's one activity. And again, here's a comprehension check. that will count towards your grade. After that, as you keep going down the learning path, there's a video here, Learn It Axon Growth. Watch this animation to see how synapses are formed. You can see there's no orange dot here, so this is really your choice if you want to look at it or not. Here's another animation on the action potential. Again, no orange dot. And then, oh, here's another down arrow, so we're going to open it up. Here's a virtual biology lab, and I put a little note here, you must complete this before you can do the lab quiz. Now, there aren't always lab quizzes, but this was a really cool activity. So you have to complete this little online lab on neurons and synapses. And then based on those, what you did there, you have a lab quiz on neurons and synapses. Again, there's an orange dot, so that counts toward your grade. And then lastly is our quiz on Chapter 1. Orange dot counts toward your grade. It's due February 7th, 11:59, and you can see that it's timed for 1 hour. And these are the quizzes where you have 2 chances to do the quiz. Ooh, I didn't mean to open it. And we'll count your highest grade. All right. And then when you're done with that whole learning path, you can just click this box and the whole thing kind of bundles up together again. And then when we're on Chapter 2, you'll open up the Chapter 2 learning path on synapses. There's a down arrow to read it. You have the chapter introduction, module 2.1. Here's another down arrow. Open that up for a comprehension check. Go ahead and read this. Open it up for another comprehension check. Here's an animation that you can watch if you'd like. And then this is your 1 hour timed quiz. There's nothing else here. And as you're going through, again, you'll see if you want to close some of these up as you're working through them, you can using the arrow. Now it's pointing up, close it up, and close up the box. I do want to show you there's a calendar view here. So you can see for week 1, we don't have any activities due. All the MindTap activities for Chapter 1 are due this week. And you can open it up and it'll show you the ones that count towards your grade. So you can check that you've done them in a calendar view as well. Okay. And that's how this MindTap works. Okay. And then you can always close that. Here we are back in Canvas. Always click the home. That'll get you back towards our modules. And so after Chapter 1, Part 1, next week we have Chapter 1, Part 2. Here it is. Here's my lecture. Here's the PowerPoints. And then you'll click here to work through the MindTap activities. Same with the synapses here. This one I did post a video to watch, and a question, and then the MindTap activities. I hope that's helpful. If you have any questions, just let me know. Thanks.